representative of company, and here is actually the health expert, and I'm Andre, representative of government. First of all, I wanna remind you something. We came here not to fight, but to make some nice society, and we came here not to find something problems in the society, but to find something solution of this problem. So please remind this point in your mind. And I heard that there is some big problem in your company. I heard that. Could you please let us know about the problem?
Okay, the problem is this condition of workers' health is getting worse and worse. It brings serious losses to many companies. Like workers used to be absent from their work because of their sickness. These lost working days are costing us thousands of dollars a day, such a huge amount, and it's a really serious problem to many companies, including mine. So we're thinking about it for a long time, and we finally reached the point where we need to get some help and support and find some solutions.
Okay, the healthcare, the health problem, unhealthy employees, and unhealthy citizens. This is the topic of this discussion. Most of all, we have to find out the causes of the problem. In my opinion, it is because of the pollution in this city. This is huge and big city. Here are lots of cars, lots of plants, and lots of people. And it harms the nature of this city, water, air, and land, and so on. So the polluted air and polluted water harm your health, and it makes you feel tired, and it makes you suffer from the lots of kind of disease. I think that's the main problem and main causes of this problem. How do you think of the causes of this problem?
Yeah, you're right. It's obviously true that polluted air, water, and water is harmful to our health, especially the excessive exposure to that kind of environment for a long time. But more than this factor, outside the working place, I think that most of the health problem started from the inside the working place. So I got some data. According to LG Economy Research Institute, every year more and more people are developing some symptoms like chronic headache and fatigue for a long time, and which is derived most from their overwork, such as frequent overnight working and working on weekends, and the pressure from the competition and accomplishment. So this is because companies do not allow sufficient time to relax and rest in their own. So in my opinion, employers just pursue the advancement and expansion of their business just to not to fall behind in their world. So I think too much work days and lack of relaxing time is threatening our health.
You mean it's because of the company, right?
Oh well, partially.
Yeah, it was pointed out as first and health expert. How do you think about it?
Yeah, that's right. What do you think before that? Yeah, right, I agree. Yeah, I agree. But basically, the most important reason is that people don't exercise effectively and regularly, or don't even don't do at all. And I mean, they regard exercise as just a little thing and make light of it. I mean, so the only thing they can do is just blaming companies and employers for hard work. So we just stand against the storms of public criticism. It's so unfair, I think, because we're trying to improve the situation now. Yeah, we're trying, and I came here to discuss about the problems.
Okay. We can say there are lots of causes of this problem. Then, why don't you find out some possible effects caused by driving from this problem? In my opinion, as a representative of government, I think that society is composed of those citizens, and if there are lots of citizens who suffer lots of disease, it means the society is so weak. So that's a big problem for the government. And I have to think about the healthcare insurance. If many people suffer from a disease, I have to spend much more money for the healthcare insurance, and it means I have to get much more tax from you, right? Because we have to spend money and we need more money, so I have to get money from you. It means tax. And in point of citizen, if they have to pay me the taxes, and they will discourage us, and they will not choose us at the next election.
So you don't lose your job, right?
Yeah, that's a problem. I lose my job. That's a problem for me. Seriously. And how do you think?
Well, in point of view as a health expert, working for a long time, sitting in a chair or in front of a computer, and that kind of situation, and not having exercising regularly has a problem. Especially, they can have a headache, back pain, and impotent feeling all over their body. But it's just the beginning stage. If it keeps going, people can have a bad circulation of blood or cardiac disorder, and sometimes emotionally melancholia sometimes. And it's not for some specific people, because last April, the Internet website JobLink polled more than 2,000 people to find out the condition of their health. And the result is that 82% experienced some degree of health problem because of some too much heavy workload and some stress. And among them, 42% said that they have stayed in hospital for treatment to treat that kind of disease. So therefore, it's clear that this phenomenon will accelerate at fast pace in the coming future, which means more working people will have a serious problem, and later the whole nation will do, I think.
You're blaming her again, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, I have many ideas. But yeah, as a representative of a company, we should focus on the results. I mean, like productivity and profit. Yeah. So here are the things very interesting. Like sick workers cost us, cost business $33 billion a year. It's according to one recent research. It's entitled by Business and Health in the 21st Century. Yeah, that's it is conducted by one private firm. It's Healthcare Incorporated. It's total $33 billion a year, but yeah, that was a really huge amount. And then the report concludes that absence from workers because of illness or injury, it costs just $33, not just $16 billion a year. And then it's added a local and state and federal government. It's gonna be $33 billion. It's a really huge amount, and in our case, it's a really huge losses. So, do you think what does it mean? It's like our huge losses and our productivity getting down and down and on a decrease, and just like it will go on. So in our case, it's a really big problem.
And you're saying the money is the important, the most important, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Anyway, now we knew that there are serious problems and serious possible effects because of this problem. Then we came here, just I said before, we came here to find out some solution of this problem. So I'd like asking both of you the solution of this problem. So first, you first?
Yeah. Well, before talking about the prevention, I want to talk about some American insurance systems. Well, in order for people who are already suffering from the disease to get proper cure at a reasonable price at any time, we should expand the limit of the application of that system. Because in Korea, there are still many exceptions of this medical insurance, which is like vaccination, most of the dental treatments, and even a physical examination, checkup. So also the amount share that the whole nation should pay for this insurance is still a burden, compared to the Western countries. So I think government should cover some more. Don't you think so?
Excuse me, but did you hear what I said before? You didn't hear. You are saying that I have to extend the limit of the application for healthcare system, healthcare insurance, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But I said that no more insurance, no more money, it means no more tax. Do you want to pay no more tax for the government?
Well, I think the health is more important.
And you really need money. Okay? So I think it's not a good idea. So citizens, they don't want to pay more tax for the government. They always blame it. They always hate it. So I think it's not a good idea for this problem. How do you think? Do you agree?
Well,
Yes, agree. And don't you have any ideas?
Yeah.
You agree, right?
I have some solutions in our case. First of all, we're going to reduce the time and chances to work late because the employees who work overtime frequently often have low productivity, and it's connected to zero productivity and it's low profits in our case. So it's kind of vicious circle. So we're going to reduce the time to work, and then next we're going to have some equipment installed, like to make the air inside the building clean and fresh, and set up some sports facility for our employees. But prior to do all these things successfully, we needed some special support from your government. I mean, it's like subsidy. Because I said first, we are now, it's too over our budget because of low productivity and lots of profits. Yeah, so we need a really help from your help. Subsidy. Yeah.
The government is not a bank. Do you agree with her idea?
Yeah, I agree.
You
with
too.
her. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that she's considering the decreasing, frequent overnight working, and because most of weakening of physical strength has come from lack of exercise. So for prevention, I suggest that providing enough holidays and installing some equipment as LSAT around the town or city, or just constructing some public facilities by government subsidy or from support from companies. So we can we can find some fitness centers around here and there, but actually the membership fee is not that cheap. So most of people, they want to go there, but the cheap is not that cheap. So I think that government, not only government, but also companies should invest more money in facilitating that kind of public system for public benefit, I think.
Yes, money. To invest money for the public sports center healthcare system, that's okay. But for your company, there is some problem. I agree that this healthcare problem is affect negatively both you and I, for the company and for the government. It's not good for us, between us, both of us. However, the health club and gyms and swimming pool union that these are only for your employees in your company, right?
Not my companies. I mean
But
all companies.
I should set that building in your company, right? You said like that.
Yeah.
It is used by your employees in your company, and it's not for the whole citizen in the society. So the government it's unfair. It's unfair to the other employees in other companies. So, in my opinion, it's better not to invest the money for your health care system, but for the public system, it can be a good idea. But money is not the magic bullet. Think about it. I suggest that it's better we better solve this problem through the education. I suggest that we government try to educate all the citizens from the old to exercise in their daily life. I mean, for the young people in elementary school or in their middle school, I will educate them to exercise in their daily life. So I like to make them to be accustomed to exercise. And for the old, just like employees in your company, through the campaign, I like encourage them to exercise. If they have the mind and desire to exercise in daily life, the swimming pool and the healthcare fitness and it's not important. If they have desire to exercise, they can exercise everywhere, anytime, just like in their backyard, playground, or even in their office. It's possible. So the important thing is educate them to exercise in their daily life and make them to be accustomed to exercise for their health. What do you think of this?
Yeah, I really agree with you. Actually, it's important to educate people from when they're young. We should teach them like the advantage of the exercise. Like when you exercise, the brain makes the special chemical substances or hormones that is related to improve and control our attention and feeling. So it is important. So we should boost them to make it a habit. But now, the urgent issue is to improve the working people's health. Or the citizen is important, but the current issue is about the working people. So, as I said before, what people need is sufficient time to relax and a place they get exercise. So I think, folks say it's like working 5 days a week should be guaranteed because some partial companies, some famous companies choose to do it these days. So I suggest that companies should develop some various programs by hiring some health professionals like me, so they can teach the working people about some, exercises. So there's 2 programs are possible. One is for during the working time, and the another is for, the outside working place. The first one is to teach about how to do the stretching of muscles inside the working place or maintaining a good body position in front of the computer. And the other program is to spend some their leisure time with some simple and easy exercises that can people easily follow with their families when they're off duty days. So I think this program will be helpful.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think I have to say something before you say, because I have many things to say. The government.
Wow.
Alright. The government always like the campaign or educate people, because it's no cost. Yeah? Alright? But yeah, the campaign is a really good way, to do something like to illuminate people like good thing, this is good, so we recommend, or this is really bad, so don't do that, or you shouldn't. Like stop smoking or don't use mobile in the public places. Yeah, in that case it's really useful and effective way. But in this case, I think it's pretty different category. We need a specific way. A really specific way, which is what I'm saying, like with your support, subsidy, we can insert some equipment and set up sports facilities like that.
Investing.
Okay.
Okay. I admit that there's some problem in my solution, just educate and campaign. Yes, it may not work well. Okay. Then, how do you think of our idea, the programs and something like that?
Yeah, that's really we were thinking about that. We're gonna try and we're gonna do our best, to improve our employers' conditions.
Yeah,
And that's a good idea. Yeah, this is a good idea.
Okay. Anyhow, both of you made a compromise suggestion, and I agree that I said the program, but is the problem. But I'm not sure it works well or not,
Mhm.
can it really work to the employees in his company or the citizen, whole citizen in the society? I'm not sure. So I suggest that how about set a program to her company as a model.
Model. Mhm.
Yes. And we see it works or not. Then if it works well, let me send the program, this business to all the society and all the companies to improve their health, the citizens. How about it?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyhow, you have to hire her. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Anyhow, we made the solution, right? Thank you for coming to this discussion.